Hi and welcome. Today we're going to talk about 5 passive income ideas that you can do as a beginner in 2026. And we will start with idea number 1. So idea number 1 is content creation. If you love maybe traveling, if you love maybe educational stuff, if you love maybe tutorial stuff, you can use that, and create content. In turn, using that content, you will make money, right? So you can create your content on either, platforms like TikTok. You can also create content on platforms like Facebook. You can also create on platforms like YouTube. So today I'm going to talk about YouTube itself. So you can partner with YouTube using a YouTube partner program, and you can create content, be it educational or tutorials and everything. So with YouTube, they have a requirement. So their requirement is that they need a watch hour of about 4,000 hours. So people have to watch your content for about 4,000 hours. And also you need about 1,000 subscribers for you to get monetized. So that is the requirement for YouTube to start paying you. So you can see that it is a patient game, because in the beginning you start, but when you start, or you are not paid immediately. So it is a patience game. All you just need to do is be patient. And when you have met these requirements, the two, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, the moment you meet these two, immediately you can apply for monetization, and YouTube is going to honor your request. That is number 1. We go to number 2. So idea number 2 is selling stock photos or stock image or designing. So when there's a content creator, they need to be a designer, because if there's no designer, a content creator cannot fulfill their duties. So they need somebody who can design images. The person should design some letters. A content creator can need, a simple design like letters of before, letters of after, or maybe some kind of animation, which they need a designer to do. So you can become a designer. That is, if you love designing, you can venture into that one. It's rewarding. It will reward you. So you can join. There's different platforms for designing, which will be platforms like Adobe, platforms like Alamy, platforms like iStock. You can partner with them, and you can design. You can design there on those kind of platforms, and the moment you design, and you just wait for the content creators now to start purchasing your designs, and each time a content creator purchases your design, then you will be making some cash. So that is number 2, which is selling stock photos. Right? And in this one also, you can be creating templates. This templates is one of the things that a lot of people, whether content creators, not only content creators, there's a lot of people, who are maybe in the workspace, that need templates. They need templates for a lot of things. For example, if you know how to create templates, let's say for invoices, you can create templates for invoices and you will sell them. People need that. I once did that. Sometime I needed some designs, and I just grabbed, I paid the person, online, and I grabbed them, that person got paid, and I used their template. So you can venture into something like that. Then we go to idea number 3. Idea number 3 is is what we call affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is whereby you can use platforms like Amazon. I'll use as an example, Amazon. So Amazon, there's a lot of products that are getting released there, every single day. So all you have to do is, maybe there's a new camera which has just gotten out. All you need to do is just, partner with Amazon. Then you become a referral, for customers to them. So all you need to do is, you have a link or else you have a code, then you'll be referring the customer to that website of Amazon. So each time a customer gets or buys a product using your link or using your code, then you get a commission. That's affiliate marketing. So, and a lot of people, I can see a lot of content creators are using it in different ways, because affiliate marketing, people are looking to purchase things all the time, so the moment you, partner yourself with those big brands, you're certainly going to make money in 2026 and going beyond, because right now a lot of people are buying their products online. Then we go now to point number 3, or idea number 3 for 2026, what you can do. And this is what we call property rental. So property rental, you can do it in 2 ways. For the property rental, you can do yourself by having a property. So when you have a property, you can either get a tenant, and instead of that property just staying idle and making nothing, you'd rather take it and give it to somebody who's gonna rent it. That's passive income, which you are making using your property, which you are staying idle. Point number 4, or idea number 4. But for myself, what I see can be most rewarding using your property could be you partnering with bigger companies or bigger organizations like Airbnb. So if you want to partner with a bigger organization like Airbnb, there's 2 ways how you can go about it. Either you can do it actively, or you can do it passively. In this, we are talking about passive, but I'll just mention active for somebody just to have an idea. So you can partner with Airbnb, and you rent out your property through Airbnb, but actively. So how do you do it? You do it by doing what we call short-term rental. So short-term rental is whereby you are renting your property. Maybe you are renting your property just for 1 night, for 2 nights, for 3 nights. That's short-term. That's why it's called short-term rentals. And with short-term rentals, the requirements or the maintenance requirements are a lot. That's why it's called active. It's active in a way that you require more hours for you to be monitoring that kind of property, or that kind of business, or that kind of venture, right? Okay, so now let's go to the passive. Passive is whereby the same Airbnb, there's other people that require to rent the property, but on a long-term basis. I can say, I will be renting a property, or I need a property for a month. So that is a long-term rental. That is not a short-term rental. So that is passive. So if somebody rents your property for a month, that is passive. You don't have to be there. You're at home, and this is a bigger platform, which means the funds or the outcome or the monies that you're going to be paid are a lot. You can partner with Airbnb, and you can rent out your property passively. So as a long stay, whereby somebody's going to rent out your property in 30 days or more. So the moment they do like that, then you are able to make a lot of money on one time, for a longer period, without requiring you to be there presently. Just minimal hours when you are checking in the person, and when you'll be checking out, according to the agreement between yourself and the person renting the property. So that is category number 4, or idea number 4 that you can do. So we're going to go now to the last one, which we call publishing. So if you love writing, you can also venture into writing. So in the past, people used to write books, manual books, which people could use to write. You can still do that, but right now things are changing. So if you write a manual book, yes, people are going to purchase, but you're not going to reach everybody, and you're not going to make the returns that you could make if you use online. So you need to go digital, because the world is changing. So 2026 and above, you will need to use digital. So you can write an ebook. So you partner with a bigger organization like Amazon, then you can write a book there on Amazon, an electronic book, which is called an ebook. You can write it there. The moment you write, each time somebody purchases, that is money coming to you. So it's going to reach a lot of people, a lot of audience out the whole world. So it's limitless. That's why it is very important to go, on bigger platforms like Amazon. So you can write there. Then you'll be able to make your monies there, right? So you'll be making monies whilst you are sleeping on a bigger platform like Amazon. I've just used Amazon as an example, but there's different platforms which you can use when you are writing or publishing an electronic book. You can also do maybe a PDF. You can do a PDF and you'll be making money. You'll be selling money. Whilst you are sleeping, people are busy downloading your PDFs and they'll be using it. I remember one time I needed an invoice because I was selling some stuff and somebody needed an invoice. So by then I had not done my invoice work, whatever. I just went online, and what I did is I went and I purchased an invoice from somebody, and it was a template of the invoice itself. So I did purchase that and I used that. So you can always do a lot of things. So in this case, I did describe two things. You can either write a book, or else you can also do a PDF. So we have covered 5 ideas that you can do passively. We have covered 5 ideas that you can do as a beginner in 2026. So passively, whilst you are resting, whilst you are just somewhere else, maybe doing other things, attending to other duties that you have, you'll be resting, but knowing that money is being generated somewhere. There's just a few requirements though from what we have discussed here. Bigger requirement I see for the other one, it requires the patience. Like content creation, it requires patience. Without patience, then you're not gonna make it. You hang out the boots and say it's enough, but you need patience to get rewarded. The last thing that you need, or the last requirement that you need for you to fulfill one of these 5 ideas, you also need skill. So you need a skill set. So if you want to do something, you need to learn how to do it. For example, if you need to do, to enter designing, then if you are not a designer already, then you need to learn designing. So you can come online. When you come online, you learn how to design something. Then the moment you learn, then you can apply it in your life. Then you start earning money, or else maybe if it's content creation, you still need to have the skills. So these are the 3 requirements that you need, First, you need patience. Secondly, you need the skills, And of course, number 3 will not be so much because it just needs low income, So I hope this is going to help somebody who's just starting, someone who wants to change their life. Until next time, thank you so much for listening until this minute. So I'll ask you to please help us to reach a lot of people, and you can share this video, comment on this video so that it can help somebody. As well as I ask you, please, can you subscribe? You need to subscribe so that we can take this channel forward. Please subscribe and leave your comment, then we're going to answer your comment. Until next time, ciao, bye, over.